Hello there, heisters! Before we jump into another episode of Behind the Scenes, I want to address some important stuff. So I got here some of the comments I get from you just to show you how much we are invested in our community. The first comment, 3 hours of playtime, recommended on Steam, of course. And it says, with mayonnaise, okay, solo, never. The second one is in Chinese, almost 70 hours on record, not recommended. It says, I'd be grateful if you could replicate every single map in Payday 2, but you didn't, so die. Aside from occasional weird comments we get on the Steam, sometimes we as a community come together in things that matter the most. If you go to our Steam page, click on tags, you'll see that we got a very important tag. Enhance, Benjamin. Hentai, and I couldn't love this community more. Thank you for validating years of research I spent in my childhood. Now, give something back to the community. We need to decide what will be the holder of the microphone for today's episode. This perfectly average size banana, this wholesome little thing, or a randomly chosen object out of our office. Benjamin, which one would you like? You choose.
Random object.
This one? Haha, Benjamin, you're fucked up. Then we will use this. Very sturdy. Good, let's go. So we're here with UI and UX department. Simon and Heather, I hear you've been cooking something for us.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is something that I've been wanting to get out there for so long. It's a new loadout and inventory.
Oh, okay. Can we see?
Yes, but first, just remind you what we used to have.
So this is the old.
Yes, and if you remember, here you have your weapons and stuff, all of your different things you've bought, with the inventory slots, etc. But now I'm gonna show you what the new loadout looks like.
Whoa. What do we have here?
Yes, so it's basically, as you can see, kind of the same buttons, but we have styled them a bit differently.
Nice.
And we're trying to kind of get a bit of a new design going, right?
We're trying to basically make things a bit more digestible, because before it was all very compressed in one section. It was hard to get the feeling of what was where. So we're trying with this new layout for loadout, just to kind of appearance here, utility, weapons.
What would be the biggest benefit for me as a player? What do I gain from this?
Well, the biggest thing is actually when we're going into the inventory. So let's check this out. So this is the new inventory. As you can see, we're now sorting all of your stuff by category. You can also notice we're also showing you things that you don't own yet, which is a big improvement. For it could be kind of hard to understand what weapons we actually have in the game.
Nice.
And where do you even get them? So here's an example. If I really like this KU-59 Ruthless, right? I can just press the go to vendor button and it'll take me right to that gun.
And even selected. Whoa.
Yeah. So let's check out this other sniper instead. If I then go and buy it, I can just then simply go back and equip it right away. The inventory needed love, and we're here to give it. But as you can see, there's only one of each gun, and this is where the new variants come into play. Going to variant, you'll actually see that you have now a list of copies of each gun. If you want to mod them a bit differently and have your different sets of loadouts on them,
nice.
This is where you can have it. As you can remember, buying a new copy of a weapon was kind of hard to do, and they kept the old price. That's now changed. We're going to have a single price now for buying variants. So once you buy a variant, you'll get it in your inventory, and you can now go and mod it as you like. You'll get this site, and maybe I'll also put some color on it. So now you can have multiples of each weapons and have them grouped together. We want to have the collection aspect of it too, right?
Yeah. So it's it's easier now to see what order assault rifles I can get with all the LMGs. I'm going to be able to get that feeling of, okay, now I have all of them. Especially if you're a new player, you just want to know what shotguns, what LMGs, they're all their spaces now.
And another thing, last thing, is we're also looking into updating the icon for our items, because they are a bit low res. And for this release, we're going to update the mask. Maybe it's hard to see, but we have some new renders of the masks here. They look way more crisp, and especially if you have a 4K monitor, you'll definitely notice. But yeah, that's it for us for now. If you have any feedback on the inventory when it comes out or loadout,
they'll have feedback. They'll have feedback.
Our players never.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Some people have lame names like Andrej. Who cares? but some people are William Blood. Hello, William.
Hey!
I'm still not 100% sure he's not a vampire, so just to be sure. Here you go, William, hold this.
Thanks.
You've never heard this joke, right?
Just a few times.
What are we talking about here? Why are we here?
Progression and economy. That's really the name of the game. That's what I do. We're here to talk about what's coming in 3.6 and kind of what it is we're thinking about for the future.
Okay, so we're gonna reveal what we're releasing now, mostly for the new players, right? And then in the future for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So coming in 3.6, I mean, the really big thing, the exciting thing that we've been working on and you'll see is Crimebonds.
Before we wanted to call it crew calls, and it's the worst name ever.
We went through a lot of names and came to Crimebonds in the end, and I think everybody's happy with it now. The Crimebonds, what they are right now, it's the first iteration of it. You know, it's the foundation for where we want to go with the feature in the end. What you'll see in 3.6 is it's effectively a repackaging of stuff that's already in the game. It's content that you've already seen, that you're already familiar with, but we've recontextualized. Rather than there just being a big pile of weapons in the vendor that are unsorted, we've taken equipment, tools, consumables, everything, and moved it into different categories inside the Crimebond that are inspired by specific heisting fantasies. And at the moment, it's divided into kind of a set of loud identities and fantasies and a set of more stealth-focused identities. The aim with it really was to make it a bit easier to navigate, particularly for new players, like you said. We had a goal with 3.6 to try and lay a really good foundation for a new user experience, to make sure that people came into the game and they could figure out what the relationship between the things that were in the game and how they might want to play the game, how that manifests. So, you know, if you are new to Payday, you haven't played Payday before, and you want to find something that fits an aggressive play style, you can find that inside the more loud-focused Crimebonds.
And this will expand.
Yeah, the goal of it was to build something very scalable that we could build upon, that we could add more content to, a place to serve as like a home for really kind of anything that we wanted to add to the game.
All kinds of fantasy.
All kinds.
Nice. And progression, can you tell us, like, for now when we release the patch and in near future?
Yeah, so coming in 3.6, we did an initial pass on the costs of some items. We made some adjustments here and there. Again, we wanted to kind of ease the early game experience, make it so that you had a very clear understanding of what you could get and where you could get it and when you could get it. So the Crimebonds kind of contain equipment that is more focused on new players. You know, and the costs there are to allow them to pretty quickly get to a kit that fits the way they might want to play the game, so that they can just start getting into the experience and heisting the way they want to right away. And then where we're going in the future is we're looking at doing a full comprehensive just redo of the economy. There's a lot of planned where we want to go with it.
So will it offer me, as somebody who has thousands of hours in Payday, to enjoy the fantasy a bit more?
In time. In 3.6, you know, like I said, this is really like a foundation that we were building. We needed to go back in and restructure the way that we did a lot of the economy in the game, and the way that we were thinking about the economy in the game even. The Crimebond menu, and it as a feature, gives us a place to build in the direction that we want to, and we're set up to start actually making the type of experiences that we want to for people, even if you've been playing the game for a long time. In 3.6, though, it'll be the case that, you know, you'll be seeing stuff that you've already seen before in a different place. The biggest benefit to existing users is likely the go-to feature. We added a function inside the Loadout. The Loadout menu, we very much so are thinking of a space where you can view it as your collection of items. It's kind of a checklist of, do you own all the guns in the item? Do you own all the tools in the game? You can see that there really easily. And if you do not have something, you can now click on it, and there's just a button that says go to, and you'll be taken directly to wherever it is. Whether that's inside the vendor, or it's a DLC item, or it's inside of a crew bond, you'll just be taken to it right away and be able to find it.
And I'm not sure if we can spoil some of the things coming from Crimebonds. So let me call AK just to make sure that this is okay. I want his approval. AK,
Hello,
can we spoil a lot of things?
who is this?
He said yes.
Oh, great.
Thank you, AK. How do we hint at some things that are incoming?
Yeah. We've got a lot coming, a lot planned. You know, really, since I came on board, you know, we've been planning and thinking about really what we want to do with progression, and it's been a big redo. We've been staging and prepping for it for a long time, and we're finally like right on the cusp of getting to release everything that we want to in the near future.
So when players see you and your face and your cool name, on these videos, they should be looking forward to what? Progression updates mostly, right?
The term we actually use kind of holistically internally is meta. Everything related to the like larger overall progression experience, the economy, the fantasy, the story, the experience that you're having inside the game that keeps you invested and feeling good about your time spent in the game.
Fans, stay tuned. I think some nice things are coming. Will we ever have a hentai crime bond?
Do you want one?
Yeah.
I mean, you're the boss.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep this mysterious. Can I check that? Is it on fire? Yeah, a little bit. Bye. So with the summer around the corner, especially midsummer, it's very important to think about protection. So our protection and safety master. Jimmy, is that a good title?
I mean, yeah. So what we're talking about is new armor frames. So for this little update, right, we are having 2 new armor frames introduced into the game. So we wanted to give you something to complement what already exists and also give some more interesting ways to play the game. So we have the 2 new armor frames is our Vanguard armor frames and our survivalist armor frame.
Okay.
So the Vanguard, it is focused on you who want to be resilient, but you are in through the door, shooting a lot and all of these things. So what it does is that it's sort of tuned a little bit around utilizing the resistant plates or like the blue plates in the game.
Okay.
What it does is it has its passive ability that says, more or less, I'm going to read it so I don't misquote it. Whenever you kill an enemy, restore 1 point of trauma to your armor plate. All of a sudden, this will then keep on allowing you, the more aggressive you are, the more you can restore. But it's, a risk-reward situation. And it comes with 2 chunks, and it also has you increased ammo capacity and the 2 consumable slots and 3 down. And then we go into the survivalist frame. And this one is, as you say, people want to live longer in the game, right? All in all. And it has 3 chunks instead, but it comes with 5 downs. And it's the first armor that does that. So this allows you to have some more build variety when it comes to that. But besides this, right, it also then has the benefit of the first aid kits that replenishes additional hit points when you interact with it.
So I want to bring fans more into our development psychology. How about an idea? We have a naturalist frame. So you go in naked, but like just to convey how badass you are. So you as a designer, what do you think of that idea?
I think that's very German of you because you used to live there, right?
Yes.
I understand this is why you want this and you want to come here and talking about protection.
So we won't get it?
Never say never.
Okay.
I'll see what I can make your dreams come true.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, the summer also brings a lot of heat and we're gonna roll over. This won't look glorious, but Benji, come with me. Lisa, hello.
No heart attack this time.
No, they won't scare you this time. I've talked to HR. Hello.
Hello.
What do you have for us?
Yeah, so what we teased a little bit on the whiteboard last time was the feature that we call heat.
Okay.
With this feature, basically what we wanted to do is to make efficient team play or even solo play give more impact on the overall experience.
Okay.
So if you are super skillful and proficient, you're gonna have different experience from people who are maybe just joining or learning the systems.
Like Jimmy.
Yes. In the upcoming patch, what you will see is during the assault with the new banners that we implemented before, there is going to be a tiny little bar. It's going to get filled when you kill cops and if you do it fast enough and efficiently enough. And then when it reaches 100, it's going to give you a break. So this way you'll be able to control, okay, do we want to focus on objectives, but then kind of forget about cops, but they'll keep coming? Or, okay, guys, it's time, let's pack them back, and they're going to react to that.
So I, as a player, if I defeat the waves fast enough, I'll get more time to do the objectives, right?
In total, yes.
Cool.
Maybe I'll clarify that. Right now, it doesn't give you extra time, but you can control how soon it comes.
Okay.
So in total, you may have way more breaks than usual.
Cool.
Wear sunscreen.
Nice. Hello, Daria.
Hello.
What are you showing us?
I am showing our new gloves and mask.
Ooh, knitted by my grandma.
Yes, exactly.
Can you show it again? That looks so good.
And the mask has its own unique masking up animation.
Whoa.
Another present from your grandma.
She's dead, Daria. Oh, that looks so cool. So we can now have more
Cozy look.
cozy look. Yes, nice. I love it. So will this, how many Swedish euros will this be?
99.9 Swedish ruble euros.
Lies. It's gonna be free in
Oh,
Questline.
right.
I'll need to make an apology video. So yes, this will be free for our players if you're good enough to clear our quest line.
I'm just an artist. I don't know
I've-
about prices.
Good. We dodged the bullet there. Thank you, Daria. But don't stop rolling. We're gonna go to Mr. David. Hello, David.
Hello, hello.
What do you have for us here?
I've got some recoloring our enemies.
Ooh, nice. So this is something our art director Alan, greetings to him, started, and let's see that in action.
The focus is to make them more visual. To get docile doser,
Nice.
Drino.
I hate those.
What?
No,
Oh, calm
no,
down.
what the fuck? Come on. Pure cinema.
Yes, orange boy.
Nice.
And the cloaker got some
Nice.
glowy eyes.
Nice.
Hopefully a bit more visual.
That looks so cool.
Little tweaks to the heavy and the lights.
Nice.
Just to make them pop a little bit more.
They really do.
Yes.
One shot. You have one shot. Come on, skill. Nice. Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you.
That was perfect. I couldn't believe it. Did you plan for it?
No.
The man who needs no introduction, Emil. Hello there.
Yo. We're gonna look at the new updated level for Penthouse. It's the level this time that we have had a major rework. So the biggest change is we had a rooftop. It's something we have been thinking about for a long time, and we wanted to do it, ever since the beginning, really. And now we actually did it. We added some more green to the whole thing, and we added zip lines so you can go up and down more easily if you have that favor as well. And still starting casing, and guards will escort you to the elevators or staircase if you get detected. If you decide to mask up, you can take the zip line down the elevator. And then some of the objectives has also been reworked, so they are a little bit more like, it's a bit easier to follow what's going on in the level in general. We also got more loot in terms of cigars and cats, like golden cats are hidden around the level.
Ooh, cool.
There are some new rooms as well, updated art all around. Yeah, if you like the other reworks, you would definitely like this one as well. I also updated the light, so it's less orange. It's like more colors, which is a theme we're doing all around all levels these days.
You know you can hit them in the head.
Yeah, I'm just blasting. I think the glass jumping is new, isn't it?
I know, just work here.
So it makes traversal very easy. Like together with the new jumping and being able to mantle while actually movement is kind of just part of that whole thing.
But what if I'm new to the game and if I have never played it before? Should I just play this level or is there anything else?
Who knows? Let's check it out.
Sure.
So this is the new updated tutorial for the game. We've been working on it for quite some time now. I've decided to rework first of all bank and create another section to it, which is more linear, that actually introduces everything to you step by step. And you play as Houston together with Shade, where Shade is take you through the steps, and Houston actually got some voice lines specifically for this. So you're able to actually talk. So he's actually talking to Shade and vice versa, which is really cool. It's also got first old bank and a night scenario, which is really nice.
Ivan is talking so much, I hope he doesn't pick up.
Go over there and slap him.
No, I cannot. We're no longer in Bosnia.
So yeah, it is mostly catered for new players, so it's not really a heist in say. Like it's more of like step by step. This is how you do things in a level.
Nice.
So for example, like sprinting is restricted now in the beginning until now, and I'm actually giving an option to do it and so on. Just slowly but steady take you through the level. And it's one big level, so it's not smaller sections up into different chunks, giving you a little bit of story, because there are some story stuff here that's happening. That
Don't
then
spoil
leads up.
everything.
No.
Mystery. I think this is important for people to
Yeah,
go through.
it is quite a challenge. Like stealth in general is quite challenging to teach players.
Yeah.
It's usually something that's players tackled once they have played the game a few times, and they're like, oh, I want to try out stealth. It's really hard to like show in the beginning, hey, you can actually do this. And especially when you're playing co-op as well. It's so rewarding when you actually manage to succeed playing a stealth heist.
I have made terrible life choices. My hobby is...
Do you hear Ivan constantly?
Yeah, every day, all the time.
Wait,
At every minute.
Ivan, if you are picked up by microphone. Oh, I'm sorry. He said he's sorry, but I don't trust him. Where were we? Remember the first version you guys did for this, like nobody could beat it because it was too hard. I kept dying.
That's the tricky part of designing a level. Like at some point you just think, oh, this is easy, and then you see others play it, you're like, oh no. There's some of the objectives here are optional, like here where I can trade civilians. It's like, as in the normal game, you can do it, decide not to do it, and you can also do it. Or you can just, shoot as usual to trigger the assault as well. So yeah, the heat bar is new, and we do actually, manage to put in a little tutorial bar for it to just explain the concept of it. That's it.
Thank you, Emil. Matthias,
Andrej.
we started a game on stream that we never finished.
Is that what you called me for?
Yes, live you kind of complained that it's not strong enough.
Yeah.
So I went in and bought batteries from Germany, so you know it's good. So, yeah, I'm gonna put it to extreme shock.
Fucking asshole. Oh, it's so strong. Fuck. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in.
Too fast. We're here with Johan, our one-off environment artist that did some of the work on Sky.
Yeah, Touch the Sky. So we it's our third level rework that we're doing. So I got to say this is probably the largest visual updates that we've done so far for the team, or when it comes to levels. We pretty much touched every inch of this level in some capacity. And I think right out of the bat, you can see that we have removed the, you maybe could call it the Mexico filter. If you watch Breaking Bad, you know what I mean.
Is it the orange filter?
Yeah, it's not just all orange now. So we took great inspiration from No Rest from Wicked, where the lighting there was very successful. So we've done it to this level as well, making it look really pretty. One thing we've done on this level is touching up all the areas where you're prone to be in combat a lot. So we reworked the balcony area here on the outside, trying to just up the visuals, adding more interest. So you can see like this little water fountain here. We've added more cover to the level. And yeah, just done a general pause just to bring it up, adding more cover for everyone to use, making it much more enjoyable space. We have added a whole rooftop section to this level, so that's a huge upgrade from the original. It expanded the level a lot, so this is an additional spawn point for the players as well, so you have now multiple areas that you can enter the level from. We know that a lot of fans really enjoy this level for its visuals and for the architecture, so we've tried to just expand on that, just really crank it to 11 and make it real pretty.
This looks mega cool. And you can stealth this section, right?
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun stealthing this if you want to. And there's, as I said, there's a lot of various paths for the players to go down and enter this heist now. Well, before you were forced to just go one path, but now there's a lot of different paths.
And there's a zip line there, right?
So you can enter through this elevator shaft now if you want to come down this way and be sneaky, or just go loud. You also have this entranceway over here, which we extended the stairwell. That was the old entrance to the level, but we have now extended it. You can also, there's a favor as well to add a zip line here if you want to zip line in through the roof as well. So that's an option too. It really feels now like the millionaire living here. You finally have somewhere to spend time with all his friends.
Take us to the bar. Let's check the bar out.
There you go. Make your cocktail of choice.
Old fashioned, always. What's yours?
Yeah, no, I have to say the same.
Can you turn toward the sky? The sun. Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of eye candy in this level now. We love just going back to these levels to really bump up the quality of all the graphics, just to crank it to 11, as I said earlier. It's been a really fun process, and seeing the player reception to it, we're super stoked.
Should they be looking forward for upcoming months?
We're continuing these reworks for sure. We do have a lot cooking for sure.
Yeah, let's not spoil too much. I'm terrible at that.
We've done our cooking, and soon it's time for the players to cook. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Johan, thank you very much.
I have one more thing to show you all.
Sorry.
One thing. So we had a problem with the tutorials levels for Payday, where we started looking into making a new kind of onboarding experience for the new people joining. A problem that we had with the old onboarding was that it wasn't a very forgettable setting.
You mean warehouse isn't memorable?
Exactly. So we had to think of so looking back at all our levels that we have, what's a very iconic setting that we have?
Yeah.
And of course, First World Bank stood out to us because it's in Payday 1, 2. So it's now nighttime, just to make it feel a little bit more
dramatic.
Yeah. So we have expanded this level a lot from the originals. We added a lot of new areas just to make it more of a journey from this point in the parking garage to entering the actual bank itself. Just to try and make it a bit more of a linear experience, which is quite new for us. So when you play through this level, you will experience a lot of areas that were built in the mindset of feeling like you shouldn't actually be there. restrictive areas just to make you feel like a proper heister. Utility rooms, we added sewers, we added a kind of abandoned kind of subway station. This will be really exciting to see how new players engage with it, but also people that played Payday for a while hopefully will try this level out, because it is quite a different experience from the other heists that we have in the game. And I'm very excited that we finally added a sewer to the game.
Let me pitch something to you, Johan. How about a boss battle with a crocodile?
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. There is some Easter eggs on this level. I'm not gonna say, I'll let the players discover that one, but it's funny that you mentioned crocodiles. So
Nice. This looks so cool.
yeah, the team did an incredible job in this.
You're also part of the team. Are you praising yourself? You should.
We have a really great art team, and yeah, we're doing we're having really fun just revisiting these levels and bumping them up an extra notch for all of the players.
There's a little thing that happens there when you pass that hallway.
Oh yes. We've been trying to increase the kind of atmosphere and mood. It's because it is a little bit more linear. We have special sequences playing as you play through. So first of all, there's a lot of great dialogue between Shade and Houston. There's really good dialogue between them. But then we have these kind of more scripted kind of events happening just to add some of that increased immersion.
Cool.
And then if we continue here, then when you enter the bank, we have a very different aesthetic from the previous rooms that you were just in. And yeah, all these rooms are new. And so it really expands on this level as well. And here we have the first world bank.
Cool. That wraps this portion of the video. Johan, thank you very much.
No worries. My pleasure.
Oh, Ivan, are you going to be famous today? Are you going to be on YouTube?
Again, this one is 16 by 9 and should be 16.
Nah, it's fine.
It doesn't actually have 16 by 10.
Yeah, who has that? That doesn't matter, Ivan. We need to continue. Come on.
Oh, he's recording. I'm sorry. It has to be.
I love this man to death, but he really makes it challenging. Почему нет жопы?
I did not prepare the answer for that. I want to show you something interesting. So since we're adding the new onboarding, we have added this new feature that displays a vision cone on the security cam. But obviously, if you're a pro player like me and you get annoyed by extra aid on the screen, what you could do is in settings.
Stay there for a second. So what happens? Is it's light blue or white?
Yeah, exactly. It has like a neutral state, and it has the detection state, and it also has a different color when you hack it and disable. It actually has good indication of the camera behavior.
But pro player like you?
Yeah, the pro players like me, they don't care about seeing those things. The way in the gameplay settings, you can actually display the camera detection visuals. And then look at this.
Whoa!
It will be exactly how it used to be before the update.
Cool. Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
Wait. Hold on a little second.
Oh no, it's my old enemy.
Well, so I have a couple of things here. We have something new here to try. A bit of a salty licorice. It's some kind of candy.
Oh, how cute!
So
it's fine. Together with an ocean.
Oh, it's so salty. I taste like camel balls. I will not spit.
Here, have a drink.
What's this?
There's no whiskey.
Ivan, thank you. No wonder they think I'm a community manager. So let me show you how we record some of the mocap and some of the scenes you might have seen for emotes. But first, let's just address how tight this suit is. You can see a man's religion in it. So Benji, please blur this out. Come with me. So this is a temporary room, but this is where we will be recording some of the mocaps. And I just want to show you what is the process and how quick and easy it is for us. Here in this screen, you can see the gloves working. The awkward part about this is you have to take off your wedding ring because it interferes with the magnets. So sorry for that. So here we see the gloves working perfectly. So possibilities are really endless, but it's up to you to tell us, hey, what would you like to see? We want to keep true to the franchise, of course. We need to, but we also want to have fun. So please, be vocal, influence what you want to see in your favorite game. Please don't worry, we're not wasting precious development time on silly things. We know what's important, but we're also trying to have some fun. So if we do record an idiotic dance, it takes us around an hour to get that into the game. So don't worry, you're in good hands.